radio frequencies,
Hmm.
and I don't know how can I
This makes some
disable.
interference.
Yeah, radio interference. It's crazy when I turn on the noise cancelling.
So you can listen some different songs around of your ears.
Yes.
It's crazy. So now we stay in YouTube and we
Okay.
can tie freely. That is a problem. Paulo is a student on Talk and Talk, so they know how it works, but I just will clarify for the people who watching us today. This not is a class, so we don't need to correct anyone here. We just talk and practice and offer a secret place for you can be freely to talk, So if you have interest to know how Talking Talk works, please go to the website and get more information about our plans. Today, Paulo and I, we will start talk about the continuous talk about your careers. I don't know if you feel comfortable to do that, Paulo, but I enjoy our conversation because I make a transition of career too, because I am chemistry and now a developer. So we both have a history of this transition, I think.
Yeah. So my career is hybrid right now because I'm a lawyer. I studied law in Pernambuco, Recife. Now I live in São Paulo, and I started my career in lawyer offices, doing paper things and uh, reviewing contracts. And now I'm in the information security and cybersecurity sector, working as a, DPO, data protection officer, caring about how the companies process personal data, and this challenge uh, uh, present me some things because I have to understand technologies, how can the developers build something, and point uh, when point when something is wrong in terms of security and data protection. And this is my challenge right now. As I said earlier, I'm learning Python. I'm learning network. I'm learning things about data banks and yeah, cloud, yeah, these kind of things. And this is very challenging to me right now, but I'm studying every time. And if you are seeing me, uh, reach out, and it will be a pleasure to have a conversation about these topics.
Yeah, yeah. So I got you. You stay in the same company, but you are transitioning your job, but in middle of the same universe. So you stay in the law company, but in a tech security, um, uh, in a tech security way now, not in the process, not to get
I'm
the
not,
cows.
yeah, I not stayed in the same company.
Ah.
I started my career in a lawyer's
Oh
law
yeah, yeah.
firm, and after that started a career in startups. And I'm in my 30 startup, and I
Yeah.
switched the career to the legal uh, to the cybersecurity side.
You don't start in the same one. This transition. This transition,
Yeah,
I don't like this. I don't get this. So I will
yeah,
change my career. Okay, I got you.
yeah. I changed it. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
My path was I started in the law firm. And in my first startup I went there to be a lawyer, And in this first startup, I switched my career to the cybersecurity team. And in the other, in the second, I was a security analyst. And in this 30 that I'm here now, I'm a data protection officer, and I have my own team, but I'm very near to the cybersecurity team.
Nice. And how long this journey are during?
5 years.
5 years. Yes, yeah. That's a good time. I started last year to be a developer, and I worked 6 years as a chemistry, and I make some searches in medical in industry, pharmaceutical industry. So when I get this transition, I was totally lost. I never code before, and I get a course during 14 months. And after that, I get my first job and stay here I get the first one and working that for 10 months. And now I'm staying this second for 6 months. And this, I get the both for during some time. And now I stay in just one.
Ah, great. Yeah.
But now I am in the startup. I feel this you are talking to us. It's very different, the energy of staying in a startup. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I believe that every person that I met when they change careers, they start the career in a consultancy, something like that, and after that they migrate to startups.
Yeah. Yeah. But maybe I may make the opposite of that, because consulting have a lot of money in the table. Yeah. Startup not so much. It's the thing. No.
Yeah. But consultancy, and in consultancies, you can have access to to a lot of different projects, a lot of different clients, and you can learn a lot in a shorter period of time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And receiving dollar or euro.
Yeah, it's nice.
The most of them offer big salaries.
Of course.
Yeah. We make some professional introduces, but do you like to introduce yourself as a person?
Yeah, of course. I'm a coffee addict, and right now I'm
Staying together.
Yeah, I did my coffee with this equipment here. It's I don't know how to say it in English. It's a French. I don't know how to say it, but I will search. And right now I have a girlfriend who are in the Talk and Talk too. She influenced me to be here, and I have a dog. My son Simba is his name. He's sleeping next to me, yes, in my side here, my right side. And I like to play guitar. I like to go to the gym. I am investing my time in a healthier habits. I live in front of a park. The Aclimação Park is a nice and beautiful park, and I love nature and things like that. I'm trying to not drink too much and be fine. Yeah.
A helper guy. Congrats for that. My name is Julia. I'm from Florianópolis, Santa Catarina. I am married since 2007, and I live in Florianópolis. We have a lot of beach here, and I like to enjoy my time in that with my dogs and my husband. I have 2 dogs. Bruce is the big one, and the little one, I call him from Toddy, and they are amazing and like to play a lot. So we need to expand the energy outdoor because we live in an apartment, so it's necessary. And
Yeah,
is that I talked a lot of my transition of career, so I think you know me a little bit.
great.
I will start with the first question, and you can answer, and after that you can try read the next one and we can skip to try practice read and talk. Okay.
Okay.
What qualities make an effective thinker?
Um, uh, an effective thinker. I believe that if you want to be an effective thinker, you need to uh, organize your day to have um, uh, a time that you are doing nothing. Because to be an effective thinker, you need to have your mind without any distractions, and you need to have a time when you can think, because every time we are doing things, we are working, we are caring about others. But I believe that an effective thinker needs to stay alone and to think, to have time to think. And people nowadays don't have time to think either about their selves, for example. And an effective think needs to have time to think.
Yeah. It's difficult to be effective thinker because it's necessary you stay immersive in this problem to try solve it, I think. But I think it's not necessary be solo in that. But you can stay with a group, but focus in the solution or this analyze this own thing, and try to be more effective. Yeah, I agree with you. Organize the time and stay living the moment, not stay in the work thinking your house or stay in your house thinking the work. You need to stay and be effective in the local you stay. Dedicate your time to do that. So I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
Let's go to the other. You can read from
Okay. It's the 5, right?
the third one.
Okay, the third one. Yeah. Why it is important to think critically?
So think critically is different to be effect, but it's necessary too. Yeah. Be critical is important for you organize the idea. I think you need to explore a lot of possible situations who can happen in this idea or with this decision or with this thing, and analyze this. So and be critical. This have me more good things than bad things. So every time make this analyze. So for me, this is a critical thinker. think a lot of situations and put in the count, the plus and count, and analyze this every time you need to make a decision. And for me, it's
Yeah,
important to know the risks, because if you know, you can lead with that. If you don't know, maybe you can't.
great. Yeah, I believe that it's important to think critically because when you follow the group, for example, and don't have your own opinion about the things, the subjects in life, in your work, in your family, for example, it's very dangerous to your life because your life will be a reflect of the desires of others. And if your life become this, you don't have identity. So I believe that think critically is necessary. It's is a must have. You must need
Yeah,
to be critical because if you don't think like that, your life uh, won't be yours, for example.
yeah, I totally agree. And this occasionally can make a big mess in your life if you make a decision without being critical and just follow the group. And
Yeah,
after the decision, it's your life, and so interferes in your life, not in the others.
yeah, and the problems that will become from your decisions, they have pros and they have cons, right?
Yeah,
And you will have to deal, not the other
yeah,
people. You will deal with these decisions, and this is the problem.
yeah. And maybe if you make this decision and you are not critically in that, you don't know the possibly problems uh, can give you this decision, and you can deal with that.
Yeah,
And when you need other people to help you, maybe you can have and
yeah, yeah. The problem
that.
lives, yeah, in this situation because you are living the people of others, the desires of other people. You will have problem, and the people won't help you every time, and you will be
Yeah,
alone.
yeah. Wow. I will get the other question. It's the four now. Um, how does creative thinking contribute to effective thinker thinking? Go right,
Okay.
can start.
Creative thinking uh, help the effective thinking in a way that if you have more options to if you think about a subject in others in others point of views, you can create something better, and you are not uh, you are not static. You don't I believe that a creative thinking is something that it's somebody that don't have a static idea of something. And if
Mm,
you don't have this static idea, you can think about a subject in a lot of other point of views. For example, I live in São Paulo, but I lived in Recife. I know two different realities, for example, and if you have these options, these uh, different point of views, you can deal with subjects in a more effective way than someone that is static, just lived in a place, just have one experience of life, right? And I believe that in this way, creative thinking contributes to effective thinking. As an example.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. And I think when we stay in the effective mode, I like to think that way. We are just think about the functionality of this idea, you know. So it will works. What did it need to work, and what is the purpose of that, and what is the the good scenario and the bad scenario in this idea. And is that we are limited to that. When if you are stay in the creativity mode, you stay just put ideas in there, you know, just get a lot of ideas and put in the table and sorted the first one and show for other people, you know. And it's important because the mix of these two modes, two person who think different, stay together, working together, they can contribute. So, hey, I get this idea, and I think this can be possible for us. This is amazing. I look this in the same way, da, 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 da. And the other person will analyze this idea as a critical thinker or effective thinker, and know if make good results and if this idea is possible for the company or for this decision in her life. So is the great way to combine these two and to turn over for another idea effective thinkers, you know, because maybe they can be blocked in just one idea and not is a good one, and don't start the another one.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you like
So
to read the other? Five.
it's 5, yeah, okay. How can effective thinking help to solve complex problems?
um Depends who they will help, yeah. But they can help to look the problem for I don't know, but like a macro scenario, no, and visualize the possibility to do that in the more economic way or more quickly way or more, you know, uh, get some analyze the options and put in the table for the people shows. Oh, this is the quick one. This is the saved money one option, and this is the better option, but you need to put more money and a long time. So shows your conclusion that. So I think they can visualize that and clarify this for a person who can't figure it out this solo.
Yeah, great. I really agree with you talked earlier when you said we need to analyze the risks. And I believe that to solve a complex problem in an effective way, we need to use this risk-based approach because we can uh, uh, we can look at the risks and prioritize the problems that we will solve. And this is very effective. And I believe that a complex problem is a problem there. Inside this problem, we have a lot of other problems, and we need to deal with this a lot of. In our daily life, you as a developer and I am as a DPO, I believe that we have a lot of these kind of problems because, for example, in the back end of an application, a lot of things happens and a lot of problems, a lot of bugs, and you need to separate the tasks and prioritize the tasks and things like that. In my reality too, I have some incidents. I have some documents to do, and I don't have the ability to do everything at the same time, and I need to separate them and prioritize and know the risks. And you said very you were very smart when you said we need to evaluate the risks. This is the
Yeah,
correct. I agree a lot about this approach.
yeah. And this some ways creative thinkers or emotional thinkers don't realize that, no? So they can be helped with this guys.
Yeah.
And I will read the next one. What is the difference between problem solving and effective thinking?
Yeah,
What do you
this
think?
question is very difficult, but I believe that an effective thinking can produce a, a problem solving, right? If you think effective, you have more chance to be a problem solver. I don't know. I believe that uh, effective, but sometimes, yes, sometimes it won't happen because to be effective is something. Um, it's a problem sometimes when the people are in this state. We need to be effective here. It can be a problem sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you won't be a good problem solver because, as you said in the last question, you need to be creative sometimes and not just a person who are checking boxes every time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think in another way, and don't in my work, you know. I feel we have problem solving in my company, an effective thinker and critical thinkers too, and creative thinkers too, of course. But in the developers universe, we have some problem solving. Is the type of guy who, oh, this is the bug. I will just put the another return here, and this will solve. You know, we don't will get this problem anymore. So, but it is some like you know,
Yeah.
Brazilian jeitinho. So I think this problem solving type of person is completely different of effective thinkers, because when you think effective, you think in solve this problem for our way, you know, is make this done and don't come back in another moment. It's really solve it, structurally solving, I think. And this problem solving in the process maybe can turn in a big problem in another moment. So I see different because I can put a person in these chairs, you know. I can figure it out, the person uh who wear these names, and it's so different, the process of the mind and the way to
Yeah.
work, and it's very different. But
And and
but
imagine
I
if
agree
you
with you.
are, yeah,
Mm,
and imagine if you are a creative thinker and your boss is a effective thinker. Oh my God. It's very difficult.
Yeah, but I think I don't feel I am as creative thinker, but I like to analyze another way, some ways, you know, because I don't like to feel ingested in some idea. I like to try another one because maybe it can function better. And I have a boss who is very effective thinker, very, and they every time give me some words to some answers for my idea, you know, my different idea. Some ways they think, he think, oh yes, this can be a way. Let me think, and take 5 minutes and give me some answer. This will broke in this part, you know. It's very crazy that it's so quickly in her mind, and I am processing the idea more some hours, and for him just 5 minutes. Oh, let me think. It's that way. Let me think. Okay, this will work. No, this can't work. Quickly. And oh
Yeah,
my God.
he's using Chat GPT to review the
No, no.
code.
No, but system like that. Very quickly I have some answer. And some ways I try in the same way, you know, I will try just for check if he is correctly. And he is in the most of part of the time.
Yeah, this is good because you have a person who are a good leader because he have this critical thinking approach, and it's nice when you have a senior person that knows, because I believe that if you are the most smart person of the table, you are in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place. You need to,
Yeah,
yeah,
lead the
to
other
be,
persons.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
help others to get your stage too. Yeah. So let's for the 7th one. Go right.
Okay. How can one differentiate between fact and opinion when thinking?
That is not as difficult. Yeah, fact really happening or really are in this scenario. You can figure it out. It's possible. An opinion is just a way to think. No, I have an opinion, but I like or don't like. Doesn't matter if it happened or not. It's possible to do or is possible to do. It's for me. It's just this. It's easier to answer.
Yeah. But for example, if we put something, a fact, in a context, um, we can think about it uh, uh, in different perspectives. And I believe that these different perspectives are opinions. We know that a fact exists. For example, we know that Python, Node.js, JavaScript are languages, are programming languages. Okay, it's a fact. But for example, the way people use them, or what if you are more comfortable or not with and if you think if a language is easier than other, is an opinion.
Yeah, totally. It's
And
opinion.
yeah, but it's different to, it's not different, it's sometimes I believe that it's difficult to differentiate exactly a fact in an opinion, because every time the people are putting a fact in a context that are more comfortable to their opinion, right? To be right. I'm a lawyer, and I lived some situations that it's very broad, the limitations of a fact and an opinion, right? You can use a fact to prove your opinion when you want to, right?
Yeah, but maybe the
Yeah,
same fact have can put in the same place a lot of opinions, not just yours.
yeah,
This is a fact, and not his opinion. some
yeah,
some's effective happening, so it's a fact, and this can agree with my opinion, yours, and our opinion be different, but something happening
yeah,
can prove the both.
yeah. For example, the war in Ukraine is a fact. It's a fact, exists, but the opinions about it, for example, Russia has an opinion, the Ukraine has another, right? Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. But it's difficult for me. It's very difficult when we start a discussion with people and they use opinion to justify things, and this is crazy for me. It's not
Yeah, it's inadmissible. Yeah,
it's very difficult maintain this conversation, so I like to avoid this.
yeah, me too.
Oh, the wait.
Simba is
What?
here.
Oh, hello, Simba. I imagine some yellow dog because the name
Yeah,
Simba.
yeah, yeah.
What techniques can be used to improve attention and focus for effective thinker? To improve attention and focus for active thinking. So effective thinker are getting attention and improve.
Okay, what techniques can be used to improve attention and focus for? I believe that uh, Pomodoro is a good technique that uh, that can be used to be more focused and to improve attention. Because, for example, if you need to think about a subject and you need to have you have a limit of time, you can make sprints of 30 minutes and 5 minutes of rest, and uh, you can have this focus, uh, this attention only in this subject. And I believe the Pomodoro technique can be a good way to be more. I use it, and it works for me. For example, when I need to be effective, I need to be focused.
I think the other one can be useful is when you draw the flow, when you put in the paper some steps of your solution of your thinker thing. So this can be helpful to get a great scenario and make the idea more quickly get the solution, I think can be helpful. A
Yeah,
good technique.
I use this technique too. I use Figma to create the flow chart of my what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Actually, I use the middle, but I like the Figma. I like to receive Figma when I was a front end. I like to receive everything in the Figma to figure it out and put my code as the the idea of the designer, But now working the back end, just a middle can resolve that. It's just box with the names and the database and the API and the AWS cloud is that just three ways.
Yeah,
So I will put here the survey for you answer. Not as anonymized this way because it's just you in the room, but feel free to get your real opinion about your meeting and about the topic and suggest another one for your for your enjoying with me. You know, what do you like to
Okay.
talk about tech
The
things?
link, yeah, the link is not working. I don't know why.
Not?
Yeah,
Oh, let me check. Oh,
it's a problem in
yeah,
the
we
back
have
end.
some problem. Yeah, we have some problem. I get the message here. Sorry,
Okay.
ignore this.
Okay.
So you can talk if you like or not, and suggest for me now some new topics. Feel comfortable for do that.
Okay, Julia. So thanks a lot for today's immersion. And yeah, my feedback I can give you right now. It was great.
Nice. I really enjoy and talk with you, and I hope see you here again in another meetings. And do you like to talk about something in another meeting? Could you suggest me something?
We can talk about sport, for example. Yeah, I believe that's a good topic.
Yeah, we stay in the tech talk. So I will
Great.
get some tech opportunities in the sport, and we'll
Yeah, game, sport,
make a
something like
talk.
that. Yeah.
I will get this. Okay, so see you. Have a nice day and a great week.
You too. Bye bye.